Should we start?
Yeah, ready.
Great. Hi, everyone. First of all, happy Women's Day. And thank you for everyone who is joining this session. My name is Shikha, and I welcome you to my 1 hour session and series on women's health and fitness talk. So, this is the second episode, and we chose to present this series in none other than the important day of Women's Day, which is today. Uh, why we chose this particular topic, which is postnatal recovery and care on the Women's Day, because women and postnatal recovery is the foundation for a healthier and a stronger woman. And we chose this particular topic to be part of this journey and the session today. So, welcome you all again, and I have with me in talk with Dr. Shweta. She is an established dietitian and has been in healthcare industry for more than 20 years. She has served and helped many women who have gone through the fit journey from prenatal to complete postnatal and then recovery after that. I also have with me Ms. Bhaswati. Ms. Bhaswati is an expert yoga practitioner and she has been teaching yoga from last 5 years. A unique thing about Bhaswati is that she is also a certified yoga expert in both prenatal and postnatal women. So, with due regard, I now start the session. Wanted to start that what is postnatal recovery first of all, and why it is important. So, postnatal recovery is basically a period when the body of a woman heals after delivering the baby. So that period can start from as low as 3 months to a period which can take more than 2 or even 3 years sometimes. So depending on the recovery and how faster or slower the body of a woman responses, the phase happens. Postnatal recovery also talks about not just the physical aspects of women's body, but also on the mental aspects, the emotional aspects, and the physiological aspects. So, after giving the birth, it's not just the child who transforms the life of a mother, but her entire body transforms the life. It could be more on the hormonal imbalances which happens. It could also be on the fact that the body is adjusting to a new life where she has to not just nurture the child but to take care of itself. If a woman goes through a C-section or a normal surgery or even a natural birth, the body goes through the similar phases. The women who are new into this, they face fatigue, they face brain fog, they face hormonal imbalances. It's not even seen on the face, but what is there, which is going on the mind and the body, are at a very different level. That is the reason we focus to talk about postnatal care and recovery, and what is the role of exercise, nutrition, and a support system that can be created on this phase of the journey. So here we are, and now I will request Dr. Shweta to share her experiences on how she has handled patients who have overcome postnatal, how she has, what are the FAQs or frequently asked questions that people have asked her, and to explore her journey from a nutrition perspective, what is important, what is not important for any postnatal mother.
Thank you, Shikha. Hello, Bhaswati. Many congratulations on International Women's Day, as we all are embracing this day today. Regarding the question, as being a mother and a nutritionist as well, the answer to your question is this is a blessing which we have given by God, that we are, in a capacity to reproduce and to make a life. We are blessed that we can make a life. So first of all, every woman who is going through this phase should feel so proud of herself by being in this situation, and you should embrace this phase a lot. Regarding the nutrition part, most of the times when we see extreme two sides of females, one is that those who are actually not at all taking care of themselves, they are just too much overwhelmed with the responsibility of a child, family, career, and all. So they're too much stressed. The other side is they're too much anxious about losing weight, as soon as possible. So both the approaches are not right. We have to find a middle way. You should give yourself time. You should be easy on yourself. You should enjoy that phase. Relaxation in terms of physical part and the mental part is very much important. Regarding nutrition, uh, we should turn to our mothers and grandmothers for the advice, because they had the best advice, and that is our sticking to our core traditional nutritional values and the recipes and food. So अगर हम शॉर्टकट में बात करें तो न्यूट्रिशन में पोस्ट निटल रिकवरी के बाद स्टमक डाइजेस्टिव इश्यूज, थोड़े हार्मोनल इश्यूज होते हैं जिनको हमें वी शुड बी इजी ऑन दिस थिंग. इसमें जंक अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, प्रोसेस्ड फूड को हमें अवॉइड करना चाहिए, वो अननेसेसरी एक डाइजेस्टिव स्ट्रेस क्रिएट करता है. इन टर्म्स ऑफ होम कुक्ड फूड आप सब कुछ बहुत अच्छे से कंज्यूम कर सकते हैं. अगर हम कैलोरी की बात करें तो लैक्टेशन पीरियड में जो नॉर्मल हमारा कैलोरी इनटेक होता है उसमें 250 और 300 किलो कैलोरीज ही एक्स्ट्रा ऐड होते हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको बहुत खाना है, आपको नॉर्मल डाइट पे रहना है, बट आप उसमें प्रोसेस्ड फूड, बेकरी आइटम्स, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स, हाईली शुगरी ड्रिंक्स, प्रोसेस्ड फूड को अवॉइड करें. स्टिक टू द होम कुक्ड फूड. इसमें प्रोटीन कंटेंट पे हम दाल, वेजिटेरियन सोर्सेज हैं, नॉन वेजिटेरियन सोर्सेज में एग्स हैं, आपका लीन मीट आ जाता है. इसके साथ में डेयरी आइटम्स जो है वो नंबर क्लास 1 कैटेगरी में आते हैं प्रोटीन सोर्सेज के, उनको आप अच्छे से कंज्यूम कर सकते हो. अगर मिड मिड दो मील्स के बीच में स्नैकिंग टाइम पे आप जो हमारे मदर्स हमारे लिए पंजीरी बनाते हैं, ड्राई फ्रूट लड्डूज बनाते हैं, दे आर द बेस्ट थिंग, बिकॉज उससे हमें फाइबर, गुड फैट, एनर्जी मिलता है. एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात मैं आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहती हूँ कि स्नैकिंग के एस्पेक्ट पे हम लोगों ने रस्क, बिस्किट्स, नमकीन, चिप्स और इस तरीके की चीजों को आजकल हम बहुत लेने लग गए हैं. डाइजेस्टिव बिस्कुट्स को हम कहीं मानते हैं इसमें फाइबर बहुत ज्यादा है, दे आर हेल्दियर, लेकिन उनमें कैलोरीज ज्यादा है, प्रोसेस वो फूड है, पाम ऑयल है, कैलोरीज के टर्म्स में भी वो हाई है. अगर उसी कंपैरिजन में हम पंजीरी लड्डू को लें या ड्राई फ्रूट लड्डू को दें तो वो कैलोरी कम है और उसमें रिचनेस ऑफ ऑयल अच्छा है, फाइबर बहुत अच्छा है. तो ट्राई टू रिप्लेस ऑल दीज पैक्ड फूड आइटम्स with dry fruit, panjiri, home cooked, homemade हलवा और लड्डूज और चिक्कीज. उससे आपका एनर्जी लेवल भी बना रहेगा, आपका लैक्टेशन में भी हेल्प मिलेगा, हंगर स्पाइक्स भी उतना नहीं होंगे, शुगर भी कंट्रोल में रहेगा. सो आप दाल दिन में 2 या 3 कटोरी दाल ले सकते हैं, 3 पोर्शन सब्जी का ले सकते हैं, सैलड को इंक्लूड करिए, प्रोबायोटिक्स को इंक्लूड करिए. और स्नैकिंग आइटम्स में प्रोसेस्ड और जंक फूड की बजाय होम कुक्ड ड्राई फ्रूट लड्डूज, डेट्स लड्डूज, रागी लड्डू, फ्लेक्स सीड लड्डू, ये बहुत अच्छे न्यूट्रिशनल ऑप्शंस हैं जो आपको फुल भी रखेंगे और आपको एक हेल्दी फैट भी देंगे जो लैक्टेशन में हेल्प करता है. बी इजी ऑन लूजिंग वेट. डोंट फोकस ऑन लूजिंग वेट एट अ फास्ट पेस. फैट डाइट्स की तरफ अट्रैक्शन में मत जाइए. 3 महीने में 10 किलो वजन कम करना, 3 महीने में 15 किलो वजन कम करना, ये आपका हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस क्रिएट करेगा, जिससे आपका स्ट्रेस लेवल बहुत बढ़ेगा, आपकी लैक्टेशन पे भी इफेक्ट पड़ेगा, आपकी रिकवरी पे भी इफेक्ट पड़ेगा. सो डोंट drastically go for losing weight. Just give yourself time of 1 year or 1.5 year. हेल्दी डाइट पे रहे, होम कुक्ड मील ले, न्यूट्रिशियस रेसिपीज की तरफ ध्यान दें, जंक फूड अवॉइड करें. एक्सरसाइज के बारे में भास्वती आपको बताएंगे. न्यूट्रिशन के पार्ट पे अगर आप प्रोसेस फूड से दूर रहते हैं, जंक फूड से दूर रहते हैं, हाई शुगरी फूड से दूर रहते हैं, तो यू आर ऑन द हेल्दियर साइड. एंड एज सुन एज आपका फिजिकल फिटनेस बढ़ेगा, आपका एनर्जी लेवल्स बढ़ेंगे, you will start losing weight by yourself. So just be easy, don't get attracted towards losing weight too fast. ये आपके अगेंस्ट काम करेगा, ना कि आपकी फेवर में. So, as a nutritionist, these are the basic guidelines which we can follow. Precisely, अगर आपकी कोई medical condition है, आप diabetic gestational diabetes अगर हुआ है, thyroid condition है, high BP है, या और कोई clinical condition अगर आपके साथ है, तो definitely उसको consider करके एक better एक more appropriate diet plan को approach कर सकते हैं. But if you are a healthy individual with no clinical ailments, then stick towards your traditional recipes, traditional home cooked recipes. Avoid all the junk. Then you will be covering most of the part of nutrition, and give yourself time. That is more important. And eventually you will get back to your normal weight and with more strength and energy.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Shweta. Over to you, Bhaswati. What has been your experience when it comes to postnatal care and recovery? What is the role of exercise plays in this phase? And what are the common questions that newly mothers ask when it comes to joining yoga postnatal?
Yeah, thank you, Shikha. Thank you, Dr. Shweta. Yeah, happy Women's Day to every woman in this world. Yeah. So, firstly, I would try to introduce what is postnatal yoga actually. Okay, so people should know what is postnatal yoga. It's basically the we basically focus on the woman who give just recently give birth to a child. So it's mostly on mental perspective, okay, physical and emotional. So yoga I would prefer mostly in yoga because it help mentally, physically and emotionally together. So it's very important for the people to get to know why yoga or any physical activity is important for them. Okay. And secondly, yoga helps them mostly after giving birth. The female face the problem of their posture. Okay. And they get depressed. Okay, by looking at the posture they just run after giving delivery that we have to correct our posture first. And they get depressed because of the dressing sense and everything. So yeah, so that's very important, but mothers should know that it's a hormonal imbalance happening inside. So we should give time to, because we to rebuild we gave 9 months, right? So so the hormonal imbalance happen in this 9 months should also, it suddenly it won't go like drastical change, it won't happen. So it needs time. So we can't force our body, we can force everything but we can't force our body to react so quickly. If we will force our body to react so quickly, then you get the side effects. Okay, so basically the most important point for female for women after giving birth is you should take rest, you should take your time. When body allows you, go for the physical activities. Okay, mostly doctor says that for c-section delivery you go for 8 weeks time. Okay, but I would prefer that go more than 8, at least for 3 to 4 months, then you go for any physical activity. Okay, and in this duration you can go for general movements of your joints, which we tell as sushma vyam, which general movements of your all your joints, and walking and all. Okay, and you can do that by taking your own time. You can go with that, and then you go through the hardcore, like not so hardcore practice. Okay, so firstly go for body weight training. Okay, any body weight training, or you can go for yoga as well as, and then go for whatever you like take your time, that's it. And this is for the c-section. And for normal delivery also, I would suggest you go for at least 1.5 month or 2 month recovery time. It's very important because this is very it's like it's an you're giving birth to a child. It's a very big concern, actually. It's a very big like, as Dr. Shweta told, that it's a god gift which we as a female like we are blessed with this, so we should also give time to us ourselves to internally to get that recovery time. Okay, so I would suggest for normal delivery, go for at least 2 months, and then you go for gentle breathing exercises. And most importantly, I would suggest that initially start with breathing exercises. There are many breathing exercises like belly breathing. Okay, and then you can go for strengthening your core, and for the pelvic floor exercises or stretching a bit, which will reduce your stress level as well. And if you're depressed, this all helps, and you can go for meditation, which will give you power to strengthen your mental health. And we mostly don't talk about the mental health of a woman after postnatal, right? So it's very important to focus on mental health as well as in mental health. And mental health doesn't mean that if we will go for run or bridge work, it will get recovery. It's also happen mentally as well, like by doing, there are different techniques of meditation. You can try different techniques of meditation. You can concern to any good yoga therapist, and you can also come to me, it's fine. So that we can just explain you accordingly how you can move, gradually how you can move to that normal life, which will help you. And yeah. And yes, and mostly the core strengthening is very important uh, after delivery, because where core muscles get weakened. So building of core muscle is very important. And also and yeah, the deer correction, which normally we don't talk about. Okay, deer correction means digestic rectum. It's an when the abdominal become bigger, your lower abdominal become the muscle or the ab, it breaks out, right? So if it's get apart, so it's very important to correct the posture of your abdomen. If we start doing strength training, or we will do any hardcore exercises, so you can see many people's after post delivery also their belly becomes the bigger one. Why? So and they feel very much back pain, back issues comes, right? So these are some key points which we have to very much keep in mind. And before going to strength training, or before going to any hard work, like any hard training, first see your body, listen to your body, what body work, how body is working. And if you're also going through, like if you're okay to do strength training or any it's any hardcore exercises, but see if you feel dizziness, or if you get heavy bleeding. Sometimes people face like heavy bleeding, dizziness, they get back pain, then lots of issues come. So make sure you consult to the doctor, and then you continue with your workout. So yeah, that's what that's what we face actually. I think it's okay. Yeah, Sika, up to you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you so much.
so much. Before we move into the corporate side, any question from the participant that they would like to ask us? Feel free to type in the comment section, and definitely we will answer. So I am being asked. So when I went through my pregnancy and post maternity phase, I was working with Microsoft in sales, which definitely involved a lot of travel to customers in different locations in the country, not just in the same city. And then I had to leave my newborn, or uh, a toddler actually, not even toddler. He was an infant, and then move on travel to multiple locations at one point of time. So it was difficult for man. It was difficult to manage a newborn and a career together. So I've been asked this question multiple times. The frequent one was, how did I manage my career with child post maternity? So my success recipe were three. One, make a unified ecosystem around you. It's not just you or your responsibility to take care of your child and your career. It's your parents, it's your in-laws, it's your husband. You have to make a unified support, not just for the child, but for yourself, so that you can be as aspirational you were before pregnancy. You have to trust the family members with child. Many a times it happens that even if a career oriented or a non-career oriented woman, they lack trust factor within others to take care of the child. So build that trust factor in them. Second, always ensure to make boundaries between your work and your childcare responsibility. As a working professional, I used to come back home and then start working on the laptop again, but that is absolutely wrong. You have to draw boundaries when you work, when you're at work. Focus 100% of yours into work. When you're with your child, be 100% present with him or her. Third thing, work on prioritization, then focusing on to-do lists. As men and as women, we all are very, it's a lovable thing for us to prepare a to-do list and then start ticking on it. No, it will change after the birth of your child. You have to prioritize your work, which ones are important, which one can be taken later, and then prioritize that taken later time with your child. So these are the key three things which can help you to manage an aspirational career as well a newborn child. The second question that I have been asked majority of the times in Microsoft were, how can your employer be a part of this motherhood journey? So my key points here would be that you have to set expectation at work correctly. At the same time, when you're setting expectation, you also have to be flexible at times. The second key point here, you have to define your work hours. You have to define how flexible you are within those working hours. There could be a meeting at the same time, there is a child who is crying in the other room. You have to manage that time accordingly and make sure that your employer, your manager, your team is quite aware of those timings in which you are primarily be available not at work but with a baby. Third and the most important thing, we are always in race, no matter if it's a woman who is in the prenatal or postnatal or not in any other phase of tutu. Don't be in a race. When you are handling post maternity, you have to go slower with your career and your child together. One and two can be progressed together. You cannot just leave one and focus on the other. As a career oriented woman, my advice would be to create a balance, take support from everybody, and make everybody be part of your journey of motherhood. Happy Women's Day. With that, I would end this session. Feel free to reach out to My 1 Hour, where we offer nutrition, yoga, and strength training, all of us together to work on your fitness goals. Thank you once again.